This is Matthew Boyer and BigBrotherNetwork.com here with one of our new Big Brother house guests. Introduce yourself. Tell us all about you.
I am Liz, 23 years old, born and raised in Miami, Florida. So I'm a Florida girl.
All right. And tell us about your journey to get here. Is this your first time trying out, or?
Yes, my Big Brother journey is very interesting. It's my first time trying out. I just graduated college a year ago, so I'm in the right age to do it. I actually met Portia from season 13 last summer on the boat in Miami, and she told me all about it. She told me it was an incredible experience, and I was like all for it. You know, she came in second place. I'm like, if that blonde girl can do it, another blonde girl can do it too.
We're gonna do it one step better, right?
No, a million steps better.
Right.
So yes, I am here now, and I'm super happy.
Great. And why do you think they picked you? What made them say we need Liz on the cast?
I think I was picked because, you know, you gotta represent Florida, okay? You gotta South Florida, you know. Also, I have a bubbly personality. I am very outgoing. I am different from a lot of people, you know. I'm not a floater. I'm not, as I like to say, basic. You will definitely get to know my personality on this season. You know, I'm always out there. I don't have a filter on my mouth. I say whatever I'm feeling, and I'm very competitive. So you might see me, I mean, not to shed a few tears, but I'm gonna get down and dirty. These hands are not afraid to get dirty, and they're not afraid to get blood on them.
Excellent. All right, name one thing that you want all the other house guests to know that you think will help you in the game.
You know, I'm not going to say that they can trust me because they can't trust me. You can't trust anyone in the Big Brother house. You know what? That I can cook because, you know, you want to keep someone around that's useful, right?
Yes.
And that I'm clean because I'm, you know, seeing that house, it really bothers me. I kind of have a mild bit of OCD, and I am looking at that house and I'm like, oh, that's gross. So, you know, you're going to want to keep me around because I'm a fierce competitor and I know how to make myself useful.
All right, now on the other side of that, name something you don't want any of them to know about you because it could hurt your game.
Ooh, I don't, see, I want them to know that I'm competitive and that I'm a good, you know, player, but that can kind of hurt you because then they're gonna say, okay, well, she you know, she has the social part down and then she has the competitive part down. She's a threat. I don't want that target on my back. So, you know, it's going to be really hard for me to kind of like dull myself down a little bit because I would not describe myself as dull at all. But in that house, you know, if you attract a lot of attention, they're going to like a wolf pack. They will pounce. All
right, so we're getting into your strategy here. What's your plan? What's your approach here to get you to the end and win it all?
Okay, well, my strategy is I am going to go in there, be myself. I'm gonna be really nice. You know, people think that I look kind of like a bitch, but I'm not at all. You know, I like to ask people questions about themselves because what does everyone like to do? They like to talk about themselves. So I'm gonna ask people questions about themselves. I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna be friendly, but I'm also gonna be a fierce competitor. And that's what people, you know, when they look at me, they're gonna be like, oh, she's just a dumb blonde, whatever. No, 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 no. I'm going to give all those competitions my all. I'm gonna win the HOHs, the POVs, and I'm just gonna go in there and, you know, Miami's in the house, let's go.
All right, so talking about winning those HOHs, let's say you won the first one. Are you going to target a big threat player or a quiet, no one's going to miss this person?
That's very tough. Well, I'm definitely not going to make an alliance in the first week, you know. Okay. I will probably target, I'm going to start off slow and then I'm going to make, as they like to say, big moves. You know, I don't want to make big moves from the get-go because that will definitely get you a big fat target on your back. So, you know, slow and steady, and then I'm going to pounce.
Right. Now, talking about alliances, what's your plan there? You're going to try and go for a big alliance, a small alliance, an all-girls alliance? What are you thinking?
Definitely an all-girls alliance. I am totally kidding! Heck no! That is like, I don't want to be a Joey, okay? No all-girls alliance, unfortunately. I would love to team up with the girls, but girls are just like catty. It's unfortunate. So, I'm going to team up with, I'm thinking an alpha male that will take me to the end of the competition. I'm definitely not impartial to a showmance. I call it a flirtmance because, you know, I don't want to like put all my everything out there. So I will do whatever it takes to win. I got a lot of bathing suits. I got a lot of like short shorts. So let's go.
Alright, so you're open to the showmans.
I am open to the showmans, yes.
Okay.
I want a cute like nickname, like Zanky.
You want to be
Wrenchel, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's start the hashtag.
Alright, so looking at the very first week, we talked about your strategy to get you through the whole game. What's your strategy to get through the first week to make sure you're not that first evicted house guest?
Yes, that's my worst nightmare, okay? Being the first one evicted sucks, okay? So I do not want that to happen. I'm gonna make friends with people, ask them questions about themselves, lay low, don't put myself in a position of like vulnerability because people just attack on that. So I'm just gonna, observe, do a lot of observing and not draw too much attention to myself.
Okay. Alright, so looking back over past seasons, whose game do you think yours will most closely resemble, and how might you make it your own so it's a little bit different too?
Good question. Definitely Rachel. She was hilarious, first of all. I loved watching her. Everything from her laugh to her cries to her hiding in a bush. Like, she is just hilarious. So I wanna kind of resemble Rachel, but definitely put my own 100%, put my own spin to it. I'm just gonna win at those competitions. Like, that's what I'm there for. I'm gonna give it my all and also play the social game. So a little bit of both.
Okay, now lastly, aside from winning the whole thing and taking $500,000 home with you, what are you most looking forward to experiencing here coming into the Big Brother house?
I would say getting to know these people, but that's probably a lie. It's going to be cool to get to know them, but, that's not what I'm there for.
Yeah.
I'm there to make my family happy, to represent Miami, to show them that, I'm not a friggin' floater. And I'm at this age where I just graduated college, it's the perfect time for me to step it up, do something different, do something life-changing, this could take me anywhere from here on out. And I'm ready for the challenge, I'm gonna go into those challenges and I'm just so excited to compete. I'm very competitive, so you'll definitely see that on the show.
All right, well thank you, Liz, and good luck.
Thank you so much. BB17.